any kind of, hardship in life that you might have to struggle with, and it's kind of saying, don't feel sorry for yourself, keep fighting, keep strong.
Start with, don't take yourself too seriously. There's a lot of people who take themselves dead seriously, and I think any time that you get lost in some kind of decision, in a month's time, it doesn't seem anywhere near as crazy as it did at the time. So I think just roll with it and don't take things too seriously. I think naturally, I feel like I've got to an age now, and a lot of my friends are at this age, in mid-20s, where we all feel like we really need to know what it is we are going to do in terms of long-term goals. And I think, of course, that's important, but enjoy it as well. You don't want to spend all your 20s kind of treading water and worrying about where you're going to be when you're 30 and then not enjoy it. So be reckless and enjoy it.
Stigma around men talking about vulnerability and that kind of thing. What's that journey been like for you with that whole stereotype? Have you ever felt that level of stereotype?
I mean, I'm aware of it, but how I operate personally, I've always kind of owned it, really. I think my mum did a good job of bringing me up and taught me good values and stuff like that. When we wrote Two of Us, that was obviously a very personal song for me, and probably the most vulnerable I've been, especially on a song. Whatever life throws at you, you've just got to be hopeful, and always see the glass as half full.
What would you want to say to the you that was going through those deep personal moments at those times in your life? What advice would you want to give that person if you could sit them down now?
Trust yourself and trust your gut, because those things are important, and nobody understands you better than you.
Is there anything you would change? Or if there's anything you would change, how would you change it?
Every mistake, I suppose, is, it's all part of your journey, and you do definitely learn something every time. So in terms of my career and how I've come across publicly and all of that, no, I wouldn't change anything, to be honest.
Friends.
Good family, good friends, and not for me, it's the most important thing that you don't, surround yourself with only celebrity friends, really, because when everyone's winning around you, you can lose perspective. When I'm around my friends who are working 9 till 5 and might lose the job, and I feel that and hear about that, it keeps me normal, I suppose.
Yeah.
People going through any sort of confidence issues, or they've been through some of the things that you've been through in your life, what kind of advice would you want to give them?
Find the people in your life that you love and trust, and talk it through with people, because I might come across as confident and that, but obviously you have moments where you build things up in your head and you think and the longer you live with that thought, you think it's big, it ends up being bigger than the reality of the situation. So I think just as much communication as possible, and yeah, same with your family as well.
And it's kind of just about if, whatever you've got going through your life, no matter what capacity, if it's a bit of a struggle, you've just got to fight and just stay positive and don't really, sit on your ass and feel sorry for yourself. Just say, I will make something happen, I will make it better.
Expect the unexpected, I think we're going to say that. I've read a lot of press stories about myself, right? And, the press naturally, and everyone kind of puts this spin on fame and celebrity. And I kind of just wanted to show the other side of it. And, I've kind of struggled with the concept of fame, and it's kind of, so it's hard for anyone to get their head round, you know what I mean? So it was just important for me to write a song that could humanise me as much as possible, and that the fans could really feel like I'm just like them. I think, what's amazing about songwriting is sometimes you can take a negative and spin it into a positive, and all of a sudden you've got something good from it, I want to live in a world where every child can see a doctor when they're sick. I want every child to have the same chance that I did. I think it's just important to keep your friends close and you've always got I think it's an alarming situation when you can be in the wrong and people kind of just nodding their head and just going along with it. And that kind of idea just is so scary to me, because my friendship and my relationship with my friends is built on honesty. So, if I'm being an idiot, I want them to tell me. So I think it's just important about keeping friends from home close in general, I think, because obviously they don't have no ulterior motive or anything like that. They just, know you for you. So I think it's really important. And family too, obviously. I mean, of course. No one really likes to talk about money, obviously. So just shift it off to me mum.